So have you ever found yourself in the midst of change and it got a little messy in the middle? Right? Maybe so. Seen it. Maybe it was ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. Maybe it was a job, what have you. You're going to love our next speaker. She's served 20 years for our U.S. Army as a professional recruiter. She took those skills to formulate her own coaching company from there. This is where she found that she could help other women to live their life with purpose. She loves taking her passion for helping others, and as she does that, she's entered into the real estate world. Her success happened quick and was able to qualify for FC Tucker's Executive Club, President's Club, and the Platinum Club. Amazing honors. She has built a team of 12 great realtors. Some of them are here today. She finished 2022 in the top 1% in MIBOR with over $21 million in production. She's a 2023 top-rated CIRA Realtor of the Year. She knows that service is the rent we pay for our time on earth. Besides real estate, she's a rock star mom of 2. Let's put them in boots and give it up for the beautiful Timeko Whitaker. Awesome. I think have fun up here.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here. I don't know how I can go behind her. It's like, never mind. Just let me just cower down and just tiptoe out of the room. But I'm very excited to be here, and I thank you guys for coming, even when you found out that I was going to be a speaker. So when I received the opportunity and the request to come and speak, I began to really just consider, what will I talk about? Like, I will be in the room full of realtors and other professionals who absolutely already know what they're doing, right? So how can I add value to what you guys already have? And so I thought about influence as we talk about being a woman of influence. I think about, what does that word mean? And I think about the capacity. You know, when you think about influence and the capacity to be able to maintain whatever is necessary to impact others. So I said, okay, in what way can I impact others? And so I just want to share with you guys briefly a piece of who I am. One of the things that I pride myself on is just being authentic. Serving in the military for 20 years and being told what to do, how to do, when to do it, you have a desire to be authentic, right? And so that's what I've been. And so basically, just to go back a little bit, so being 17 years old and a senior in high school, I wanted to find out what is the quickest way to get out of Waterloo, Iowa. Anyone know anything about Iowa? So that's where I'm from, Waterloo, Iowa. Yes, there are black people in Iowa, in case you were wondering. I mean, like, that was the #1 question I received in the military. Where are you from? Iowa. There's black people in Iowa? Yes, we're all over. So I had to get on the first thing getting out of Iowa. I'm like, I need to go. So I joined the military, and I'm so glad I did. There were so many amazing things that I learned, and there were times that I hated it, of course, but you know, being there for 20 years was really something that I am excited that I had the opportunity to do that. Most of my time within the military, I was a recruiter. So I recruited the 17-year-olds, and then I progressed to recruit professionals and attorneys and doctors and things like that. And so that was very rewarding to me because I love helping people. So I retired at age 37 from the military, worked with my husband in ministry for quite a few years. You know, had the husband, the kids, the son, the daughter, the house, the pickety fence, the dog, all of that, right? I then started a coaching practice where I helped women understand who they were authentically. Because when I had to go through that transition of being military and then understanding who I am because I had a coach, I was like, oh, I want to do that. So I did that. I coached several women around the city and internationally with speaking and training. But still, after all of that, and started a publishing company and published first-time authors, I still was not being fulfilled. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you're like, oh, that was good, that was great, but you're still not there. And so I'm like, okay, I am 40-something years old. Like, what else could be out there? And so really I did. I said, okay, because I continued to think about real estate, but I was afraid. And so I said, you know what? I am going to do it afraid. And many of you who are in the room, that's exactly what you've done. You've done it afraid. You've become a real estate, agent, even in spite of 100% commission. It's like it's scary, but you did it. And I want to also encourage you that you've made that step. What is the next thing that you need to do and do it afraid? So think about that, because this is not it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's another level to where you are and where you're going, and you have to just jump out there like I did and do it afraid. So I did that. First year in real estate, everything was going well. I'm like, yes, this is it. This feels good. I love it. And then it happened. I didn't choose change. Change chose me. Again, was married, had kids, all that. And then I found out, oh, my husband no longer wants to be married. I did not choose change. Change chose me. Some of you have been in that situation before, where you've been in a place and things have just caught you off guard. It's like, where did that come from? I had no warning. Now years later, as I think about it, there were some signs that I probably could have been more attentive to, that showed that there were some problems in paradise, right? But at that time, it just happened so quickly. So now I'm first year realtor, going into my second year, doing great, thinking this is it, and now a major change in my life. And so in the midst of that change, I went from being happy, excited, to now confused. I'm lonely, I'm broken, I'm in pain, and I still have to go and serve these clients every single day. I still have to go and smile. I have to celebrate the kid's birthday. I have to celebrate the new house, as you guys see on Facebook, that I do that often, right? It's like none of the other things matter. The billboard, the commercials, none of that stuff matter. It's, can you be present in the moment and be what your clients need you to be, even when you don't choose change, but change chose you. So then I began to be in the messy middle. Everything was crazy, right? It was like, I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I still had to do what I had to do. And that's why it's important that you really embrace your passion. When you embrace what you do, your passion, it's not like work. So that helps when you go through those situations where you're in the midst of change, but you're doing what you love to do, because that side is working for you. So I was glad that even in the messy middle, I had to be able to, understand that I was going to be on the other side of through. And that's where, in the midst of that, I still did what I had to do. I had goals. In spite of everything I was going through, I still set my goals. I hit my goals that I wanted to hit with Tucker, as he was sharing. I built a team of amazing agents that I'm very grateful to have an opportunity to partner with and to lead. And things still happen. And so I just want to take a moment to encourage you. I may not talk with you about real estate opportunities as it relates to how you can build your business and things like that. You all have places within your brokerage or your business, whatever your profession is, where you're learning that. But what I want to be able to just say to you today, I want to be able to encourage you that change will catch you off guard. Some of you have already dealt with it. You may be in the middle of it now, or it may be to come. But I think that my responsibility to share with you all today is that even though change chooses you and you don't choose change, that you're in the messy middle of it, that you will absolutely be on the other side of through. And where I'm standing, the other side of through looks pretty doggone good. It looks pretty good. But had I given up and had I quit in the midst of it, in the messy middle, I would have never been able to make it to the other side. And so as we talk about women of influence, you all have wombs, right? We, as women, we have wombs. We have the ability to cultivate. We have the ability to nourish, just like you nourish your children. Some of you have children, some of you don't have children. You have the ability to nourish and cultivate and help other people who may be going through. Now, when I get that phone call, which I've gotten a lot of them lately, of that woman who was broken because she's in the midst of a divorce, or she's in the midst of change, and even with some men who may call. Now I have a point of being able to relate to them like I've never been able to before. So a lot of my calls that I go out on, you guys see a lot of the wonderful things about, on Facebook as it relates to the closing. Guess what day it is? It's closing day. But what you don't see is the brokenness of when you go to a house and the woman breaks down, and you guys have experienced it, but she breaks down right in front of me because this is the house that she loves, and now it's all being taken away. And so whatever challenge that you may face, whatever you may go through, because we do have our ups, we have our highs in real estate, we have the places where we hit those goals, but we also have opportunities, or what I say, you would also have challenges that I consider opportunities to be able to really be there for someone, embrace them through, and help them to the other side of through.